Chapter 38, let's see what they choose. This was a sensational scene that was witnessed by countless students. There were 4,000 to 5,000 new students queuing in front of the testing center of the Extreme Branch Institute currently, counting the seniors like Chai Zhao who had come to guide the new students along, as well as the friends and relatives who had come to the school along with the new students. There were probably closer to 6,000 students in the area. Most of the students were watching the show and did not think that the situation was too serious. Some students were standing by the railings, some standing on elevated platforms, and others stepping on each other. All of them wanted to get a clearer view of the situation. Most of the boys and girls who were standing closer to the action were only doing one thing. They were fiddling with their communication device and frantically taking pictures. They then uploaded those to their social media accounts. Something major has happened. Come and look. Sumiona said that someone here had taken down half of the men in the Extreme Branch Institute. The new students of this year are arrogant and reckless. They fought each other even before they entered the school. I am looking forward to their futures. However, this fighter is handsome and perfect boyfriend material. I like him. The photos were posted to various social media platforms. There were a variety of angles and captions. The number of photos being posted grew at an exponential rate. Some of the more mischievous students had already come out with a short video. The soybean god had defeated 3 men with a soybean. What happened to the guy who had his legs knotted tightly together? Let us guess and see if they had exploded or not. There will be a prize for the correct answer. There was a flurry of camera shutters. Zhu Tui's expression changed slightly. He liked to remain more reserved. However, this time, he seemed to be turning famous. The face of the dark-skinned Ma Zixu and his group became so red that blood almost seeped out of their skins. Regardless of the consequence, they were going to be notorious from now on. Of course, the muscular teen Yuanshu would definitely become more famous. A few of the more daring students pointed the lens of their communication device toward his groin. The only way they could go further than that was if they probed the camera into Yuanshu's pants. Yuanshu was both furious and ashamed. His name would be disgraced throughout the school. No! His name would be disgraced across the capital. If someone's short video ended on the trending page then, Yuanshu could not help but shiver. Yuanshu fought back the fiery pain between his legs and clenched his legs together. He then roared at the crowd, "Stop filming! Darn it, he'll beat you up some other day if you continue filming." Yuanshu's words had some effect. Of course, it did not stop the people filming him through the gaps of the wall of people at the front. They don't seem to have exploded, but why do I hope that they have? Why? Yuanshu, who had his legs clenched together, glared at Zhu Tui with a murderous gaze. Zhu Tui did not avert his gaze. He looked straight into Yuanshu's eyes. However, at this moment, Zhu Tui suddenly shivered when he saw Yuanshu, who was standing with his upper thighs clenched together and his calves split apart. This Yuanshu looked like a sissy at this moment. Did getting those smashed make one a sissy? It shouldn't have been smashed. Zhu Tui had held back when he kicked Yuanshu just now. Why did he suddenly have a sissy-like aura? Brother, I witnessed everything just now. I'll back you up. But how should we clean this mess up? The disciplinary division of the school should be arriving immediately, Chai Zhao muttered as he leaned toward Zhu Tui. They can come all they want. Zhu Tui was not afraid. He's the one who attacked me first. There is a surveillance camera here. Zhu Tui had read through the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College's rules for new students. Chai Zhao let out a bitter laugh. You were in the right. You were brutal and merciless enough in your attacks. Even I feel better just watching you. However, in the eyes of the disciplinary division, the 4 of them had been defeated while you are still standing here without a scratch. Even if you are in the right, they would think that you went too far with your defenses. Zhu Tui was shocked. But I was also injured. My waist. I believe you, but do you believe that there would not even be a mark left by the impact on your waist in an hour? Zhu Tui was speechless. Of course, you were in the right. Under normal circumstances, you should be given a slight punishment. It won't be too heavy, of course. However, there is one very troublesome point right now. What point? That Li Yuanshu has mid-grade level E rights. It would be a little troublesome if he latches on to that point, Chai Zhao said. What would be the outcome if he latches on to that point? Zhu Tui's voice was calm. Look, he has mid-grade level E rights. You have no problems with that, right? No, Zhu Tui nodded. He had announced that he had mid-grade level E rights and had shouted for you to make way. There's nothing wrong with that, right? No. And you did not make way in the end. That's the truth. But I've already handed over my materials. Do I have to free up my seat for him when I am halfway into my meal? I shouldn't have to do that even if he has high-level rights, right? Zhu Tui returned a question. That shouldn't be the case. However, it is hard to explain it in this situation. You have to know that priority service for individuals with higher-level individual rights is something that has been written into the constitution of the Blue Star Alliance and the Wuxia sector. It is the law. It might not be too much of an issue on a normal day, but it would be hard to say if the issue was brought up on the internet. Furthermore, there's a little background to this guy. If this incident gathers a little momentum with how advanced the internet is nowadays, there have been precedents. Chai Zhao did not follow through with the sentence. However, the meaning behind his words was clear. So that's the case. What is the most severe outcome? Zhu Tui asked. Most severe? The most severe outcome is that this small conflict invokes the Constitution. You would be expelled and have to bear his medical cost, etc. Chai Zhao had a pitiful expression. The medical cost is fine, but expulsion is. Expulsion? There was no fear in Zhu Tui's eyes. He nodded and said, all right. Thank you, Senior Chai. I understand now. We'll see what they choose to do. Chai Zhao shook his head. Letting them do what they want might completely destroy your future. Zhu Tui didn't respond, still contemplating the matter at hand. Chai Zhao continued, fine, since I am your guiding senior, I, Chai Zhao, am rather reputable in the school and the capital. I'll step forward and put in a good word for you to see if we can settle this peacefully. It wouldn't be good for them if they blew the matter up. After all, they are still mostly to blame. After he said his piece, Chai Zhao walked toward Yuan Shu, who was clenching his legs together and standing like a sissy. The corner of Zhu Tui's mouth twitched. He first laughed, then had a cold look on his face. Zhu Tui ignored the situation. He started to flip through the notifications he obtained just now closely. He had only scanned through the notifications just now and saw a few important points. He had not read them all. He finally had the time to read through them. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. You executed a Level C genetic liberator upgraded and regarded as a Level B genetic liberator. Since it was a modified human in battle on the June 6, 2137, 1847. You received 60 contribution points and a cash reward of $50,000. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. You spotted a high-level spy within our ranks on the June 6, 2137. After our investigation and confirmation, we have determined that your discovery had prevented large-scale casualties, irreversible losses, and saved countless lives. You have made a major contribution. Furthermore, after you received no results on your first report, you took down the high-level spy along with the teacher in charge and Zhao Saxui with your wit and bravery. For this, after the investigation from the Wuxia Genetic Committee, the report has been approved by the Blue Star Genetic Committee. You will be awarded the Blue Star Medal of Wit and Bravery. At the same time, you will receive 1,000 contribution points and a cash reward of $500,000. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. You received 60 contribution points from the Wuxia Genetic Committee into your personal contribution account. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. Your contribution points have met the upgrade requirements. Your individual rights have reached low-grade level E. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. You received 1,000 contribution points from the Wuxia Genetic Committee into your personal contribution account. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. Your contribution points have met the upgrade requirements. Your individual rights have reached low-grade level D. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. You received a government transfer of $50,000 into your personal bank account. Note, cash reward. Good morning, Citizen Zhu Tui. You received a government transfer of $500,000 into your personal bank account. Note: cash reward. Zhu Tu laughed when he read the notifications that he had received suddenly. Bliss had come too early. Zhu Tui could not stop smiling. He revealed his row of sparkly white teeth. He looked extremely handsome. Not far away, Chai Zhao was also smiling. He walked forward to greet Yuan Shu.